we stand at the beginning of the remarkable journey, a journey that transcends borders, cultures, and languages. It is a journey that embodies the spirit of the World Scholars Youth Program. Through these connections, we nurture a global mindset in our youth, fostering an understanding that is open and inclusive, paving the way for a more peaceful world. Inshallah, with the health and excitement, we welcome our 62 students from the International Islamic Boarding School, International Islamic Secondary School, and International Islamic High School of Indonesia. These brave young souls have traveled 7,616 miles, enduring an 18-hour flight and an additional hour by bus, some setting foot in Europe for the first time and some venturing beyond Indonesia for the first time. Truly, it is through God's mercy and blessings that we can gather today. Our students are divided into 7 vibrant teams, each with their dedicated chevrons. Over the past decade, the World Scholars Youth Program has touched the lives of over 620 students, guided by more than 80 chevrons across 4 countries on various continents, creating days of invaluable international learning experience. This year marks our first venture into Europe, to the beautiful St. Andrews, Scotland. One of the unique features of the World Scholars Youth Program 2024 is its project-based educational approach. This method encourages deep dives into subjects, fostering critical thinking, problem-solving, collaborations, and cross-cultural skills. Students will engage in various activities, from English and computer games design to politics, philosophy, and economics and medicines. Also, management economics and entrepreneurship and psychology and neuroscience, ensuring a well-rounded education to be presented to our leaders of tomorrow and today by the best possible educations the world can offer. Beyond the classroom, the program includes exciting excursions to historic and natural landmarks. These trips are integral to our philosophy, broadening horizons and deepening the understanding of the world's beauty and history. In a world where political tensions and divisions often dominate the headlines, the young generation hold the key to a brighter future. You can foster peace where others sow discord. The connection you make here, the lesson you learn, and the friendships you forge will become the foundation for a better tomorrow. Historically, it has been the pressure from young, brilliant minds coming together that has driven significant change in our world.
The International Summer School is all about introducing children from different cultures and helping them to assimilate or to mix with each other, and also to give them an insight into the English and the Scottish culture.
In October of this year, I was approached by Mrs. Permata of the World Scholars Institute to bring a group of Indonesians here to Scotland. I must say I was very enthusiastic about the idea, and I've not been disappointed. The students arrived just over 3 weeks ago. They stayed in accommodation called David Russell Apartments. We had a separate accommodation for the boys and for the girls. Each had their own room and their own bathroom. They ate 3 meals per day. Our chefs were happy to produce halal food for them. And the students, I have to say, were very hardworking, very well behaved, and very well organised by world scholars. I was confident that no one was going to be left, no one was going to be hurt, no one was going to be left alone by world scholars. This meant that they could enjoy the safe town of St. Andrews. St. Andrews is a small town. It's by the sea, it's famous for its university and for golf. It's also famous as having a very low crime rate. It's famous as being a place where students are secure and happy, and it's the #1 university in Britain academically. Therefore, we feel the students had the benefit of being safe, of being well cared for, and being well educated while they were here. I have had groups from all around the world, as I say. I have never met a group as well organised and as well looked after as the Indonesian group that came with the World Scholars Institute. I was absolutely delighted with them. It was a difficult job for me logistically. Students were placed in different parts of the town. They were all doing different subjects. They all needed different materials. But I had the full backing of the organisation. No one in the World Scholars Institute was lazy. No one avoided doing their job. Everyone was there supporting their students and, I have to say, supporting me and making my job so much easier than it has ever been with any other group of students.
Being a chaperone indeed a hardest job because you're taking care of kids, like 100 of kids, taking care of their life, their safety. But I have a really good team in here, an amazing leader. So we do our best, we give our best for the TWSYP program, for the kids and for the school, to giving them the best experience they can feel in this program, to giving them the best memories they can create, to giving them the best ambience they can have, to giving them everything. And we also get the opportunity to study in St. Andrews University. The chaperone learns about leadership, how to communicate and how to negotiate and how to make a good teamwork and everything. And all the things they teach us, we try to put it in our team to make the best out of it for the program.
All the students were really engaged. They did so well. I particularly love working with the young Indonesian students because they are very excitable, they bring a lot of joy to the class and they try everything. They get involved with everything. They are very, very respectful. Their uniform is really nice. I love their uniform. And they work well with each other. They support each other. They help each other. They're very kind to each other and they're very kind to me. They follow instructions really, really well. And all of them are really nice. I hope to see them next year. So just to give you one more thing about the program is really good because it introduces the young people to the culture outside of their own, but it also introduces us to their culture. So we get to share, learn about each other and work better together.
They are quite well behaved. I was quite nervous when I first heard that they're all between 12 and 17. I've never dealt with that age group. So they're quite well behaved, they listen to the instructions provided, and they seem to be interested and enjoying their time over here at St. Andrews, which, considering that it's out of the way, it doesn't have many malls and such, it's quite a good thing that they're having fun. And I think that this is something that they should continue going forward as well.
We have learned a lot from the Indonesian cultures and also the international cultures. And I also have experience to like the traditional Indonesian, like the performance or many clothes, and hear about many stories about the culture and also the festival of the Indonesians. And I really, really appreciate that.
Kita juga membawa acara besar di setiap negara yang kita kunjungi, yaitu acara Indonesian Cultural Festival. Nah, tahun ini di Skotlandia kita membawa 10 tarian beserta musik-musik dan aneka seragam dari masing-masing adat daerah Indonesia. Dari Aceh sampai Papua, kita bawa semua ragam budaya yang kita miliki untuk kita persembahkan kepada masyarakat di Skotlandia dan masyarakat di berbagai negara dan tentunya masyarakat Indonesia yang kangen budaya Indonesia yang tinggal di luar negeri. Adik-adik di sini, the scholars, mereka melaksanakan kegiatan banyak hal. Dari sport activities, tentunya kelas, mereka akan mingle dengan anak-anak dari sekolah lain, dari negara lain, dan mereka banyak sekali juga melakukan program-program excursion seperti jalan-jalan, kemudian trip ke museum, kemudian ke zoo, kemudian ke water activities, bahkan mereka melakukan surfing, dan they love it. Dan itu adalah salah satu program kita, memberikan mereka hiburan, memberikan mereka semua kebutuhan sesuai passion mereka masing-masing.
We learned lots about their history, their cultures, and we learned in their named university, which right now I am going to Scotland and I'm going to St. Andrews, which is actually one of the most oldest university to exist in UK. It is interesting. I'm expecting to improve myself, especially in productivity, especially in taking care of myself, because in this program, I take care of myself. I have no one else to help me except my friends and all. It's all about teamwork in here, and through this program, especially the chevrons, helped me a lot. But mostly for daily activity, I learned about how to manage my time, how do I manage my productivity and all. I am planning to go to a university, and actually St. Andrews has been in my list after visiting this place because St. Andrews is really amazing. They got lots of amazing programs, they got lots of amazing buildings they have and classes, so it is actually a good choice.
Welcome to Scotland and welcome to Scone Palace. All right, now you are standing on what we would say is one of the most important historical sites in Scotland. For 800 years, it was the crowning place of 42 Scots kings. For 900 years, from the 7th century to the 16th century, it was a very important religious site. And thirdly, it was the home to the early Scottish parliaments for 400 years.
Now, St. Andrew is the patron saint of Scotland. So he is the Catholic saint who protected the whole town, and this square is named for him, like St. Andrews and St. Andrews University. This was where the new town started development. This was where they began building New Town in 1767. And New Town wasn't built with houses and banks and restaurants and hotels. New Town was all residential property. It was all very grand, very high status accommodation.
Get a very fancy night out where I'd wear a tuxedo. I have a Prince Charlie jacket with the black buttons, and I have a different sporran because I get to accessorise. Yay! And it's got fake bits of fur, a little bit more bling. So I've got two different sporrans, and when you see some of the shops in the Royal Mile, you will see people with different ones of these on. Okay, right. When you wear the kilt, pleats go at the back, flat at the front. When I first wore one, I came out of the changing room and my mother went, "You're wearing it the wrong way around, get back in there," and had to change. Terrible, right? The pattern that I'm wearing is called a tartan. This is about the most common tartan on the planet. It's called the Black Watch. Anybody can wear it, it's not a family tartan.
I would personally say that whatever dreams they have, whatever ambitions they have, they should always chase it and always be confident in their abilities.
For me, I think it's better if we could be more engaged between each other and more engaged into the international culture. They've done it really good, but I think it will be better if we can try better in the future.
Giving advice to teenagers is not easy. There's so many things that they can do better, so many things that they have already done really well. But for me, the main point essentially that I thought that we could get across, as Lara mentioned as well, is confidence. So I've spoken to a lot of the kids one-on-one, I've spoken to a lot of the kids in groups. They seem to have a lot of aspirations for the future, they have a lot of dreams for the future, and they are the future. So they should be confident in their ability to be able to, achieve that goals and achieve that future that they dream of. And also they need to be very careful and very mindful about interaction with different cultures, because the world is a big place. They are exploring it right now, and it's very different to cultures in Indonesia. So maybe if they are more mindful and show more enthusiasm, towards learning about other cultures and other peoples, it would help them with their careers and their lives a lot more as well.
I would be extremely happy if the World Scholar Institute brought students back to the University of St Andrews next year, and that we enter a good long-term relationship. I hope the students were happy with the course. They certainly look as though they were. They have smiling faces. They're always very happy to say hello to me, to send me greetings. And I feel that the course has been a happy, enthusiastic and fruitful place for everyone concerned.
Dan saya berharap program ini dapat memberikan gambaran kepada mereka betapa luasnya dunia dan seisinya, betapa mereka harus mengagumi ciptaan Allah Subhanahu wa taala dan tentunya mempersiapkan ini untuk akhirat nanti. Dan mereka juga harus paham perbedaan, harus bisa bertoleransi dan harus bisa memberikan kebanggaan untuk dunia dari Indonesia. Dan kita harap mereka juga bisa menjadi sosok penerus calon bangsa di dunia internasional. Dan tentunya mereka setelah ini harus berangkat kuliah di luar negeri, di St. Andrews maupun di negeri belahan manapun lainnya.
3 weeks ago, I was looking at a group of strangers, wondering what you were like, what you were going to do. Would you be difficult? Would you be easy people to work with? 3 weeks later, I'm saying goodbye to a group of friends. Taking a group of people and trying to move them in with other groups is never really an easy task, because humans are humans. Sometimes we react well to each other, sometimes the reaction is negative. But when I saw at the end of your show a group of American girls jumping onto the stage, embracing you and taking photos, I thought, yeah, that for me was actually the peak of the course. This was you having made friends, having made a great influence on people, and showing them how you have something big to offer to the world, to the international community. And it's something you should be very proud of. The organisation that brought you here, World Scholars, has done an excellent job, a brilliant job. Their organisation, their chaperones, who I think are just the right mixture of being respected, but also being liked, loved, cared for by you. They just got the right balance. However, no matter how well they do their job, if you don't cooperate with them, if you don't do what you're supposed to do, the whole thing would fall apart.
To our brilliant students, you have been the heart and soul of this program. Your enthusiasm, curiosity, and commitment have been truly inspiring. As you return home, may the knowledge you have gained and the friendship you have forged light your path forward. I am confident that the experiences you have had will serve as a strong foundation for your future endeavors and will foster a lasting bond between Scotland and Indonesia. This year's program marks the beginning of what I hope will be a long-standing friendship between our two great nations. Scotland, with its rich heritage and warm hospitality, has shown us that the world is indeed a smaller place when we embrace learning and cultural exchange. Let us carry forward the spirit of discovery, unity, and mutual respect that has defined our time here. Thank you all for being a part of this journey. May Allah bless us all to the future opportunities, bright, promising, and boundless. Congratulations, Class 2024, as you have now officially become the World Scholars. Thank you, University of St. Andrews. Thank you, Scotland. Until we meet again.